I feel like we forgot what the whole point of all of it is. I feel like we got so caught up in our responsibilities, in performing, in being certain way. And honestly, life is not about your KPIs. Life is not some kind of competition. Life is not pleasing others. Life is not following everyone else's path than yours and just being happy and just having fun from all of it and having joy. Because if you're so obsessed about your destination, if you're so obsessed about your goal, that you kind of completely get forgetting about the journey itself, that you kind of stop enjoying this journey, this beautiful journey that you are having already, and all of the blessings that you already have, this is a mistake, because you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, I was so blind. I didn't even appreciate my life. I didn't appreciate the journey. I wanted to be in the destination already so badly that I couldn't even catch those moments. I didn't even see the beauty of the world that was surrounding me, the family around me, the friends, the partner, all of those blessings. And I know how sometimes life kicks your ass and it's freaking hard and it's not so easy, and you want to distract yourself, and you don't want to distract yourself by mistake because you forgot to be present in the moment. You want to distract yourself because it's so damn hard. It's not always easy, and I get it. However, you most likely gonna live once, and you have to take the best out of this life. You have to literally be grateful for every single moment. And even those moments that you feel like everything is falling apart and it's hard to be like, oh, enjoy the journey, be grateful for all of those things. Like, of course it's hard, but focus at least on those little things. Remember how you had fun as a child, even if your childhood wasn't all pink and sugary and, butterflies. But even though you for sure had some moments when you had this just like inner child, just like spirit, when you would be like having fun, playing, doing something you love. Hello, it is Marta. Welcome you guys back to my YouTube channel, the same my podcast. If you're new here, make sure to go and subscribe, because we are here all about confidence and motivation and building your dream life. And I had this reflection today that I'm welcoming in such like cozy, homey vibe. And I feel like I've been so extremely busy just working on my goals, and all the time setting new goals, basically higher and higher. I didn't celebrate my journey at all. I all the time felt behind. I started at some point even comparing myself to everyone else. And this is when the biggest mistake happen of enjoying your life, okay? When you stop enjoying your journey and instead you keep comparing yourself to everyone else. Well, everyone else has completely different journey, first of all, and secondly, you never know your journey. You actually have no freaking idea what everyone else is going through. And it's not about something bad necessarily, but it's different. You never know how those opportunities came to them, but also how much work they put behind the scene to get there. And that's why sometimes you look at someone maybe younger than you and more successful, let's say, or more getting to where you want to be. And it's so easy to assume like, oh, but they got there because for them it was easier. They already had followers. They knew someone, parents helped them, like whatever. And this is victim mode. Sorry to break it down for you, but this exactly thing what you're doing is making excuses. So you think someone else has it easier than you have. Facts. It might be that they have it actually easier, because guess what? Life is not that fair, okay? Life is not that fair. That's the brutal truth, of course. However, what you're doing by setting this mindset and comparing yourself to others, you're basically victimizing yourself. You are letting universe know that you have no power. You have no power. Whatever happens, it happens because you have no power in your life. You don't want to create. You want to just complain and just want to like comparing yourself to others and making excuses that they had it easier. Even if they had it easier, and you think about your life as like one chance, it's like one golden ticket that you have. Let's imagine that like your life is going for some holidays, and it happens that something went wrong at the very beginning of these holidays. You know this mood when you arrive somewhere, or you're on a plane or bus, wherever it is, and even already in transportation you realize like that's just fact, like you don't like it, you don't enjoy it, like you think those holidays gonna be terrible, and then you remember, like you remind yourself you've been working so hard maybe a few years for this holiday. Maybe it's like only one annual leave that you have during all the year, and like you try to like come back to this good mood and enjoy, because you're getting this feeling of like, okay, it didn't go perfectly. The hotel room is freaking terrible. Transportation was a nightmare, and then like you had argument with your friends or whatever misunderstanding that happened and destroyed your mood. But then like you get reminding yourself that like this is your only chance to kind of enjoy those holidays, because you don't know when your next holiday gonna basically happen. And that's your life. That's basically your life. That's the moment when you should wake up as well in your life and be like, you don't know when your next reincarnation gonna happen. Maybe it's the last one, maybe you're the also, or whatever you believe. Maybe you believe that that's your only and one life and that's it, period. So even more, whichever scenario you believe in, you have to enjoy this life. Like you have to take the most of it. And it, of course, it's easy to say like everyone has it like easier and better than you have, and in most cases, again, it might be even truth, but it's not about who has it easier. It's not about the starting point that maybe you had completely different than someone else. They had this privilege of getting born, being born in some extremely rich family, prosperity, I don't know, massive support, so they always had this self-belief. They've been always just like on this like golden path with everything, with all the goals. Of course, it might be truth, but the thing is, your starting point might be different, but your life, you're gonna be thrown in this path, in this journey, that's kind of the same. It's like, it's all about your choices. It's all about your damn decisions. If you're gonna sit there and be like, it's just not me, I'm just not lucky in this lifetime and everything is just happening against what I wanted and it's never happening the way I imagined my life to be, or you're gonna be like, okay, those things are not happening for me. To me, they are actually happening for me, and those are kind of lessons. Those things are teaching me something, and every challenge, every obstacle of my life, you can turn into something amazing and into something beautiful, and you can start taking the best out of it, and you can start sitting in this driver's seat on your life and like driving to the destination where you want to get. You know, the best example is always GPS. Honestly, I love this quote what I heard sometimes when someone said like, if you put the wrong destination in your GPS will never tell you, oh, freaking idiot, you just have to stop and quit the vehicle because you basically don't know what you're doing. No, you're just gonna reload the location and GPS is gonna tell you, okay, turn left in the next one, or like whatever. They will never tell you, oh, you're just like loser and you're doing everything wrong because you've done one mistake or you've tried a few times and it's been crowded on the street. Like, that's just basically not what's happening. GPS will always rethink, reload the location and just like guide you there. So why in your life would you give up so quickly and be like, because one step didn't work out, because one thing you tried, because you thought you would be already there, but maybe you are not already there because there is a traffic, and maybe this traffic is saving you from going through some, I don't know, dangerous street or whatever. And it's metaphor, of course. Oh, right, it's not about the path, it's about your life. It's about how you're making choices and how you're gonna live this dream life, because you are meant to be happy. Happiness and abundance and joy, that's the natural state of being. That's why whenever you get this victim mode and this mindset of like, you know how easy it is to mix being humble with kind of being open for living a terrible life, and you go to the mindset of like, no, but like abundance is bad because like money is bad, it's like evil, whatever. Like you go to this mindset like how being actually miserable is being a good person, while whatever you believe it, if you really study in depth, I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn out that's exactly the opposite. Abundance and love and joy and health and wealth is natural state of being. Look at the nature behind me. Look at this nature if you're watching it on the YouTube video. You guys, this is natural state of being. Spring comes and somehow naturally everything just blooms. It doesn't need any force. It doesn't need to be cocky or arrogant to bloom. No, nature just knows its natural state of being. But it's been watering for the all year long. It went through different seasons, through different periods, but it didn't give up on blooming. It didn't give up on growing, of standing there still and strong. And the same is with you. Your abundance, your happiness, your love is meant for you. There is nothing against that. There is nothing else telling you like you don't deserve it or like you're not meant for live this life. You are. Just because you are here is enough of the proof you are meant to actually live this best, abundant, beautiful life. But this is the moment you have to start making decisions. This is actually the moment you have to start making choices and taking this life in your hands. Because you can be waiting, you can like building this mindset more and more and like watching more podcasts, reading more self-help book, thinking about like affirmations, maybe start journaling. But if you won't make this decision that you're gonna live your best life starting now, you never will, most likely, because this procrastination gonna go forever in your head. And it actually has very logical explanation, because basically your brain functions not to keep you happy, not at all. Your brain main function is basically to keep you safe. That's why it will always tell you no to everything what's not familiar to you, because it sees it as a like potential threat, as something potentially dangerous to you. So why would you actually be delusional? Why would you try things? Why would you post online? Why would you put yourself out there? Why would you go for dates again? It's dangerous for you, isn't it? Because your heart might be broken again, people might laugh at you again, you might fail again. But when you reframe that all of those failures are actually wins, because the only failure is to never try, to never be seen trying, to never put yourself out there, the real vulnerability, the real strength is to actually be open to love, to be heard. Because this is what relationships are all about. Those are not about entering relationship with being like cool and, you know, just like chilling there. No, it's about opening your heart and opening yourself that much there that yes, you might be hard. And yes, it's gonna freaking be painful. But this is all about life is. There are so many researches on how much relationships are basically what make you happy. This is like the main reason of happiness. It's not even how much you work out or how much you, I don't know, follow your passion. Those are relationships that make you truly happy in life. And don't get me wrong, follow your passion as well. But it always also is like about you need to put yourself out there first. You need to be vulnerable. You need to be ready to be hard. And all of those little failures, all of those things that didn't work out and you're questioning if you should go there, those are part of your journey. This is actually how you get there, by learning from those failures, but learning from those mistakes, or however we call it. Always the biggest breakdown is your biggest breakthrough. This moment when you feel completely like everything is falling apart, it is only falling apart because it's creating the space for something new to come. Imagine you are changing like furniture in your home. Are you still getting like, you know, you're going to store and you're just basically buying everything. You're making the big ass order to buy all the new furniture, and then you have double furniture in your living room and you're like, shit, I can't even move, I can't even go to restroom or like kitchen because everything is so packed. No, like most likely first you're gonna get rid of all of your old furniture. You're gonna call your friend, you're gonna put it on the street for someone who might need it, you're gonna sell it, you're gonna do something with it. You literally physically gonna make space for the new furniture. So how the heck did you expect that in your life it's gonna work differently? That you're just gonna keep all of those toxic relationships, you're gonna keep all of those unfulfilling jobs, you're gonna keep even the feeling of feeling truly fulfilled if you wanna step to another level. Of course you're gonna go to this massive weirdness and feeling of everything just falling apart, nothing's working out for you, friendships, you don't enjoy things anymore, you don't have the good chats and fun with people you used to anymore, you don't even enjoy your daily routine, and you just feel miserable for a second. You do, because you have to feel bad in order to be pushed for the next move. How do you imagine to even change something in your life if you're already happy? And it's not about gratitude, okay? This is another thing. Gratitude is you might not enjoy truly and fully your situation right now, but yet be grateful. Not for this situation that like you, yeah, I'm so grateful that this freaking guy break up with me. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is fake. And we don't want to be like, think positive, suppress your emotions. No, this is disaster. This is recipe for physical and emotional disaster, because suppressed emotions have such a massive and backed impact on your not only mental but even on physical health. The thing is, gratitude is about enjoying and finding those little moments. Let's say you don't love your job right now, you don't love your relationship even, maybe you feel kind of lonely. There are just things that you just don't feel like it's clocking and clicking right now. But look at the sky, however trivial and cheesy it sounds. Start being grateful for little clouds. Start being grateful for this day then sun comes out. Start being grateful for maybe making your coffee the way you actually like it. Start being grateful for maybe taking 5 more minutes by doing your favorite makeup in the morning. This is gratitude, because it's real. You can't fake gratitude. If you're gonna say like, I'm so grateful, and you are not actually grateful at all, you hate your life at the moment, you won't feel it. And then yes, distraction is the only option, just watching Netflix all day long or doing something you're gonna forget about your life, going into gossiping, which is one of the lowest frequency, by the way. That's why it's only make you more miserable, because if you're kind of quitting your life, you want to distract, you want to forget where you are, you're gonna choose those things that are immediately giving you kind of dopamine boost, but they are having most likely the lowest possible frequency, like all the like kind of reality shows, or as I mentioned, gossiping. Those things are having such a low frequency because you're putting your energy away in something extremely like just not beneficial for you or anybody else. And gratitude is the opposite. It's like finding in a present moment, present situation, those little, even tiny things that you can actually feel truly grateful for. You can actually feel this joy, feel this happiness right now. Gratitude and happiness comes from within. It doesn't happen from external validation. It doesn't happen when you change your circumstances, which you're waiting for so much, that you're gonna at this moment finally actually be happy. It doesn't work like that. When you achieve this thing, you're gonna feel exactly the same way until you're gonna heal and fix what's happening within you, inside you. Life is not about KPIs. It's not about just constant achievement and forgetting and like distracting yourself. Life is about living it to the fullest, loving yourself, accepting yourself, and enjoying your journey as much as possible, even if it's scares freaking shit out of you because it was so freaking hard lately. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better the moment you make the decision that you are living your best life and everything is happening to you and for you, for your highest good, not to you. And it's like, why me? Ask yourself, why not me, to be happy and winning in your life. You guys, it's been a massive pleasure catching up with you in completely different environment and vibe today. Such a cozy vibe, and now I'm gonna get to work. But anyway, you guys, please make sure to subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Follow on IG and TikTok. It's hello, it is Marta. I love you. You deserve to live your best life, and I promise it's gonna happen to you. Bye.